Tony Gubba was there to see if Yeovil was still in cup fighting form.
The famous old slope has gone since the move to a new ground, but league clubs still dread a visit to Yeovil in the FA Cup, where, true to their traditions, the home side today will play with attacking wing-backs in a 3-5-2 lineup, and with a team that boasts a wealth of experience. Kevin Brown began at Southampton, Al James Hannigan won the FA Youth Cup at Arsenal, Steve Thompson scored an FA Cup goal for Woking against Coventry, and Warren Patmore played 36 games with today's opponents, Northampton, for whom injuries and suspensions have denied them 8 players. Such are their absentees that Paul Wilkinson, who played most of his 650 games as a striker, scoring goals for Everton and Nottingham Forest, is today required to be a central defender in another 3-5-2 lineup. Phil Richards is in charge for this second-round FA Cup tie that will take one of these two sides into the draw with the Giants from the Premiership. And it's 50 years ago that Yeovil recorded one of the great giant-killing acts in the FA Cup. And still a regular spectator, now 81 years of age, Alex Stock, who scored one of the goals that beat Sunderland in that famous match and took them into the 5th round where they met Manchester United. Oh, that's going to fall nicely for Patmore. Well, it was inspirational. Quick turn by the player who was twice released by the Northampton manager Ian Atkins at Northampton and at Cambridge. Over the top of Frayne. Patmore quick to recognise the one route that he had available to him. Pittman, back to Hannigan. There's good pressure from the non-league side. Currently 7th in the conference. Pittman back to Piper. Oh, nicely done by Dale. Piper into the near post. Paul Wilkinson required early on to show his qualities as a defender. Patmore! Starts! Yes! Steve Thompson, I think. There were 3 who might claim it. But it looks like number 7, Steve Thompson. Fishlock with the corner. Patmore's header, saved by Turley. Stopped, the captain nearly forced it in. But then the man who did was number 7, Steve Thompson, who scored for Woking in an FA Cup 3rd round tie against Coventry a few seasons ago. Yeovil looking for a quick break. Oh, and they've got a whole host of players breaking down this right side. Here's Thompson, the goal scorer, aimed at Patmore, knocked up by Wilkinson. It's a corner. Now maybe Billy Turley in goal couldn't have been absolutely sure as that was dropping. Had to keep his eye on it. Although he would have been aware of the posse of attackers closing in on him. In the end, it was just beyond the crossbar. Colin Lippiatt leaning forward in excitement. His team had a game in midweek against Woking, but he chose to only play one of his senior players. He kept the others back and said, we're going to give it a real go on Saturday. Here's Jamie Pittman. Oh, he's lost it! Well, like a bar of soap, it was in and out of Billy Turley's grasp. A deflection on the original shot by 22-year-old Jamie Pittman, who's only had half a dozen appearances for Yeovil. Just gathering it in before Patmore arrived. Hunter for Ali Gibb. Yeovil look a little bit stretched on this break. Savage. Frayne with the shot. Panic saved them. It's the closest that Northampton have come to a goal. And it was a shot from the number 3, John Frayne. Pennock's come. In the end, the defender took it. Corazin. That was a decent shot by James Hunt. Scored 4 this season, Chris Freeston. 17 in total as a Northampton player. And his side are in need of a goal here. Thumped back by Wilkinson. Awkward for defenders to deal with. Here's Corazin. Frayne galloping on the overlap. Freeston! He's only been on a minute or two. He's had a couple of chances. That was the better of them. He just needed a decent touch, and surely Northampton would have been level. It's the first time, really, that the league side have put together a crisp and incisive attack like that with a decent cross. And maybe Freeston's arrival will be the catalyst for Northampton. He certainly has brought a little bit more pace to the match. There were just signs in the second half that maybe the one goal won't be enough for Yeovil. Northampton are doing better. That's a good cross by Gibb. Freeston's header tipped over by Pennock. Excellent save, the first that he's really had to make. Yeovil's #1 choice since he came here in August 1995 from Hereford. The first examination of him tipped over for the corner. Frayne to take it. The question now is, where is Freestone? That's Wilkinson. Back out to Frayne. A real crowd of players. The keeper got something on it. This is Freestone. Dave Savage. Pittman back defending. And Patmore. Would have shown too much of that to Patmore, but Hughes was quickly in with the challenge. Sampson stooping to win it. Oh, but here's the chance to wrap it up. Patmore. At the second attempt, after Billy Turley had made a mess of his save, Yeovil lead by 2-0. There are 9 minutes left. And surely this is now another famous giant killing for Colin Lipiat's Yeovil side. And Warren Patmore exacting sweet revenge on the Northampton Town manager Ian Atkins, who twice got rid of him as a player. Once at Cambridge, once when they let him go from Northampton. Turley saved the first effort with his legs, but then lost track of where the ball was. Patmore pounced. His 11th goal of the season. His 87th in 169 appearances. Gibb is #7. Showed too much of it to Rob Cousins. Warner! Get down into the turf. Pennock was well positioned. But it looks like victory in the second round at the first attempt. And a place in the most famous FA Cup draw of them all. When teams of a league status come to Yeovil in the FA Cup, they can be certain of a fierce examination. and the conference side have proved that they can do it without their famous sloping pitch. 50 years since their greatest triumph. They're into the draw for the third round for the 12th time. And anyone outside the Premiership is not required by Yeovil. They want a United, a Liverpool or an Arsenal, and after a real fighting display this afternoon, then maybe they deserve it.
I see you've got your boots on. Did you come prepared to play?
I have to explain that. I don't watch, I play. I do actually play.
What, you kick every ball with them, do you?
Yeah, sure. Habits, old habits stay with you, don't they?
Basically, Yeovil have always had a cup tradition, and Northampton, they've been having a bad time lately, and we knew that we had a good chance of winning the game. It turned out quite hard, actually. I didn't think it was as easy as some people have said in there. They had a lot of pressure second half. It was a bit of an aerial bombardment, but we held out, and when Warren got the second goal, it was a great feeling.
This season's been a nightmare for us. Since the first week of the season, we've had 9 operations, 8 players missing today, and they're all experienced players. And as I say, we've ended the game there with 521, and it's very difficult for them. And it's just a matter of the older players now trying to keep the heads of the younger ones. And they've said they've enjoyed the West Ham games and the Tottenham ones. They've learnt off that. Now they've got to learn in defeat as well, and that hopefully will make them better players. But it has been very difficult for us.
The conference has come a long way, and I've said it before, I've been in it a few seasons now, and I think it's comparable to Division 2 and 3, without any shadow of a doubt. But on a given day, over 90 minutes, we've seen it before in one-off situations, that non-league sides can push Premier League clubs as well.
Anybody who goes through the records of Yeovil, and third division sides are 10 a penny. Hey, don't ever have Yeovil in the cup. Hey?
Well, somebody's going to get them in the next round.
Well, someone will, but they'll bellyache, I tell you. And they look up the record and says, Christ, I wish someone else had them.